you start over, ready? Hey everyone, I'm Kiriaki. We're at the Conscious Life Expo right now, and I have the honor to be with Billy Carson right here. He's the founder of 4bidden Knowledge. Have you heard of it on Instagram, 4bidden Knowledge? They're up to a bunch of really cool stuff, and I'm just going to hand it over, and he's going to share a couple of things, and we want you to get involved and be more aware and see what's happening in the world. So, Billy, thank you so much for taking some moments with me.
Thank you. Every day, the universe conspired to get us together.
Yes.
So I'm excited. As you know, I started 4bidden Knowledge. I started 4bidden Knowledge in about 2012. And initially, I had other pages out there before, but they kept getting attacked for whatever reason. And DOS attacks, where the people ping your sites down. And I was having trouble keeping the sites up. So eventually, I said, okay, I'm going to take a little break. And then I'm going to come back with a new name, and it worked. By that time, it seemed like more people were into the conscious movement, and my pages were being attacked less. So I started a web forum, a website, Instagram account, Facebook, all the social media, Twitter. And I remember my very first post was just an elongated skull from Peru, and it got 3 likes.
Wow.
And I was...
Did you take the photo in Peru?
No, I didn't take the photo in Peru. I got it from Brian Forrester, a friend of mine who's an archaeologist.
Okay.
And in fact, he's going to be at Contact in the Desert in June, and I'll be speaking there with him as well.
We're going to be there.
Fantastic.
Yeah. You guys should come.
You got to go to Contact in the Desert, June 1st through 4th, 2018. It's going to be amazing. Yeah.
I'm getting chills right now.
So, I remember just making those posts and trying to expose conspiracies and do it in a way where it wasn't too, beating people down, but just putting information out there. And it was tough in the beginning. I had a lot of hate, a lot of crazy people, and I would always wait till they got to 9 likes so I can like it myself, so I can get the little names to go away. But it worked out, and over time, more people kept tagging more people and tagging more people. And then some people found out about a show that I was on History Channel called Countdown to Apocalypse.
Okay.
And they featured me on that show because I was building an underground bunker in northwest Georgia. It's the size of 3 Walmarts.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a huge project. It's a $20 million project.
How many people are involved with that project with you?
It's myself and the construction person who developed the technique for building those bunkers.
Wow. When did you start that?
That was in 2008. I started planning it.
Okay.
It was completed about 3.5 years ago.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
What an accomplishment.
Yeah.
And with the theology of life in our existence and how we are buildings, like Caroline Mice always says, like the ground floor and the penthouse, and you built the underground, like the structure of the roof. So you've built a strong foundation for safety, security, the home, the base of what you're all about.
Absolutely, yeah. It's great. I just, throughout my research, which is kind of what I'm speaking about here today, I discovered that there may be some anomalies that could affect the planet, not destroy the planet, but could affect us globally or regionally maybe in the future.
Wow.
And I want to have a safe place that people can go, and 360 people can go into townhouse style living in Fort Terra Nova and survive for up to a year off the grid. I mean, totally safe with everything: water, food, clothing, the whole works. So it was a big undertaking. It was a little frustrating in the beginning, but I got it going.
A little frustrating.
Yeah. I had land issues, and there was so much, but we got it done, and it worked out to be a great opportunity to be able to do that. And from the History Channel, a little bit more people found out about me and started following me, I guess just looking me up, because I started seeing a spike when it would air on TV. And I said, okay, I'm going to really try to build this thing since I've captured an audience. So I piggybacked off of that marketing that they were doing for that show, and was able to continue to grow for knowledge. Yeah.
Great. Oh, so the crossover of the marketing, and then was there potential for just more people wanting to be involved and help out with the vision?
Well, it ended up being a 7,000 person waiting list. So we were full, within the first episode. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Cool. So what else is going on? I hear you're like really into music and stuff.
Yeah, into music.
Tell us about that.
I started a conscious record label about 1.5 years ago called Pantheon Elite Records. And the term Pantheon because I wanted to base it off of the original Sumerian pantheon of gods, which was before the Greek gods. That's where it came from, actually. And I'm trying to build a pantheon of musical gods. And I want all genres. But initially I started off with kind of alternative music along with hip-hop. We even have some opera.
I love opera.
Oh, it's phenomenal. We have a song named Carpe Diem with a great opera singer named Irma Gloria. and it hit the charts, hit the U.S. charts last year.
Great.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
So we've got about 113 songs in distribution, and we're trying to reach 1,000 by the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
I have 5 signed artists to the label, and even with a very small budget, we're doing amazing numbers.
And are you looking for more artists to take on under the label?
We're looking for more artists. Most likely this summer we're going to really start digging in and looking for somebody else to add, maybe 2 other artists to add. You don't want to add too many too quick, because then you have a situation where you can blow your budget too quick.
Mm-hmm.
But we are taking features from a lot of artists
Mm-hmm.
and allowing that to piggyback, and then once we get them a little bit of traffic and following, then we sign them and bring them on, and and help them put out an album.
Well, yeah, and it sounds like it's really a great way for artists to get involved of all the knowledge and information,
Mm-hmm.
so they can create from, instead of an ego place or an illusion place and all these facades of what they think the music industry is or was.
Mm-hmm.
It's a new language and communication for new artists, for some new insight and inspiration, it sounds like.
Yeah, we're really proud about the way we've set it up, because we're bringing on people that have done research. We're not just bringing on people that just haven't really looked into consciousness. Anybody can say I'm a conscious artist, but how much do you really know? There's a few conscious artists out there now in the mainstream, but they're limited to what they can say, just because they're only going on their self-experiences and they haven't dug into any real research. So even like some of the artists we brought on, we have one artist we brought on from China named Jackson Turner, and I've been recommending things for him to study to get him even deeper, and
Great.
he's been going in, and now I can see the results almost instantly. The previous song we just released last month, Different Reactions, is on a Spotify top playlist right now, and it's got 100,000 streams in just a couple of weeks.
Yay!
And it's doing some serious numbers. But
Great
that you
job.
can tell by listening, he did the research.
Mm-hmm, definitely.
Yeah.
That's so beautiful. And to help educate and spread the message and the words
Yeah.
of others. Yeah. I'm Greek, so I love
Okay.
the mythology.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
Mhm.
The whole reason why I got into it was because I realized that forbidden knowledge can only reach so many people,
Yeah.
but music can reach everybody.
Yes.
And I knew that there's a lot of different types of music, but I started with hip-hop because hip-hop, you can incorporate a lot of information into a very small amount of time, because you can drop bars, and those bars can be full of incredible amounts of information.
Yes.
And then I decided to encode my songs at 432 and 528 so that it can resonate with the human resonance and the frequency of the body.
Cool. And
So,
for people who don't know too much about that, you can YouTube 432 hertz and 528 hertz, and you can actually hear, there's long playlists on YouTube, so you can vibrate and attune to certain energetic fields and energies. It's super healing. You can also type in YouTube Tibetan meditation bowl, and they're amazing. So who are like 2 of your favorite conscious artists of all time?
Of all time, right now I have to say Mortal Technique and Donnie Arcade.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, I'll have to hear them.
Yeah.
I thought for some reason most people say Tupac, because he was a conscious rapper.
Tupac was a conscious rapper, but I mean, obviously he's my favorite rapper of all time. But conscious rapper, because Tupac covered all the areas, and he's actually my favorite rapper. But my favorite conscious rapper would be Mortal Technique and Donnie Arcade.
Can't wait to listen to them.
Got to. Yeah.
And then what are 2 of your favorite books?
My favorite book would be the Epic of Gilgamesh, which is an ancient Sumerian epic that's dates back to about 6,000 years ago. And it's an amazing epic that was written by Sumerian scribes in cuneiform, so you have to translate it. Now there's a lot of translations online, and it's the original story of Noah's Ark and a journey taken by a person who was half human and half Anunnaki. And also my top book of all time is The Emerald Tablets of Thoth, which my first book is now actually getting ready for distribution. It's called The Compendium to the Emerald Tablets.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It'll be released in a couple of weeks.
Cool.
Yeah,
Is that a self-published book?
Self-published book.
So you're super independent. Who taught you? Did you just learn at a young age to be independent, or it's just your calling? Like, how did you know?
Well, when I was really young, this is I'm going all the way back and I'm dating myself. 1970, I think it's 1974. I didn't have any money for the ice cream truck, and everybody was going to the ice cream truck, and I was like, I can't get any. We were pretty poor. So I took all my toys, even the broken ones, and went around the neighborhood selling my toys so I can have money for the ice cream truck whenever I wanted.
Wow.
And I realized at that moment that I just started a business and that I can be in marketing and I can sell stuff. Because I'm door to door, and I literally have been marketing and selling ever since.
And then you were raised in Queens.
I was born in Queens. I was raised in Queens partially, but when we were 7 years old, when I was 7 years old, I moved to Miami.
Okay, and
So
you've been there ever since?
No, I moved from Miami when I got older. I moved there when I was 16. And I moved to Broward County, which is just a little bit north, and now I live in West Fort Lauderdale.
And is that where the music studio is?
The music studio is a little bit further north from there, in Coral Springs.
Oh, I love Coral Springs.
Oh yeah, you know about it?
Oh, of course, definitely. I love it there.
And then Donnie Arcade and my artists are all over the country, so to be honest with you, pretty much what we do is we all just email the files back and forth. To be honest with you, out of all the songs we produced and put in, all the success we've had, this weekend was the first weekend I met everybody.
Cool, wow.
Donnie Arcade I had been a few times.
Wow, so everything's been online.
All online.
So all faith, knowledge, intention, communication, follow-up, worth ethic, like people can talk big game, but like when people send emails and files and they show the work and they put in the work, things can happen. So there's opportunities for everyone, even if you're not with the person face to face. I mean, that's remarkable to hear.
That's how we do it.
You know, sometimes people they want to hold a material form or see a person and they to make it actual, and they play victim, or they're not empowered and they make up excuses in their head that they can't accomplish something. But you just said you've built this whole empire, one of your empires, based on just communication through emails and being integrous. That's so cool.
We just say, hey, here, we'll produce a beat, or we'll buy a beat, or we'll get one of our producers to create one, and we'll send it to an artist, and we'll say, okay, this is what we want, this is the guidelines of what we're looking for. Can you feel this, or do you feel it? If they feel it, we go, okay, go with it. They'll drop their bars on there, they'll save it, send it back to us. We then get the hook, or whoever else is going to do the hook, or do another verse on it, or maybe 2 verses. So I'm on some of the songs. And then from there,
cool.
And then from there, we send it over to our engineer to get it mixed. And then when it gets done being mixed, they send it back to me, and I master everything. I master them, and then I put them in distribution.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
So, where is one place in the world you haven't been yet that you really want to go?
Cambodia, Angkor Wat.
Okay.
And that's like at the top of my list right now. I've got to get there. I'm trying to get there this year before the raining season kicks in April.
Okay.
So I'd like to go to Angkor Wat for at least a week. It's the largest temple complex in the world. According to the ancients and the inhabitants, it was built in a day and a night. It was poured into place. And there's hieroglyphs there that have never been deciphered yet. So I'm really excited to try to get out there and take some video and try to make a mini documentary out of it.
Yeah, I'm excited for you. That sounds super cool.
Yeah.
And then the Gates Foundation, they have, so for example, if you do a little docu-series or a little short video or a documentary, I believe they select 5 per year, and it's like 5 or 10 or something, but they gift $5,000 to the ones that they select, and then it goes into the Sundance Film Festival.
Oh, nice.
So that could be something really cool.
That could be great, yeah.
Yeah.
That could be fantastic.
Yeah, I wanna go to. I've sponsored a family in the Philippines.
Oh, nice.
For years, and I want to go to the Philippines and kind of shoot the pre, and then the journey of being there, and then in the community with her family, and then treat her to a holiday for a week, and whoever she wants to bring, just to bond and connect with her. But like that, I've never met her yet, and we've had this connection for so many years. Yeah, it's been super cool.
That's fantastic. Yeah, that'll be real nice. Other than that, I'm just doing a lot of shows on Gaia TV.
Great.
I'm on a lot of episodes now. Deep Space Season 1, Deep Space Season 2. I'm considered an expert host in the Deep Space and the Secret Space program. And Ancient Civilizations, produced by Melissa Tittle, who was also a producer for Ancient Aliens before. She has her own show now called Ancient Civilizations. I've been in Season 1 and 2.
Great.
And it's doing phenomenal numbers.
Wonderful.
Beyond Belief with George Norrie. I've been on his show twice, and I'm flying back out Sunday to Colorado to be on his show again.
Mm-hmm.
So
and then, do they have your music licensed through Gaia as well?
No, I mean, I've got a couple songs that we've been going back and forth with them on.
Okay,
good. Them hear. But I've been talking to one of the producers there, Sid Goldberg, about if they need background music for things that I can compose, I can create. I told them I'm like a Hans Zimmer, so if whatever you need, you can come to me and I'll make it.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and lastly, wrapping up here, what's your favorite color?
Blue.
All kinds of blue, or a specific blue?
Well, I guess almost like maybe a navy blue.
Navy blue.
Kind of like a navy blue, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
It's like one of my, was the color that I see the most because I have synesthesia. And that's where you have your visual cortex and your audio combined, merged at birth. So 1 in 100,000 people have that. So when I hear sounds, I see colors. But that's one of the more prominent colors that seem to be more than the others, you know, in most cases. But yeah.
Yeah, thanks for sharing that.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
And actually, I have one more. So lastly, it would be, what's your favorite gem or stone?
Emerald is my favorite, just because I'm really into the emerald tablets.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
You've just witnessed this magical moment with Billy Carson, and we're here at the Conscious Life Expo. It's Conscious, and we're live at the Conscious Life Expo. And I'm Kiriaki from the Sophisticated Psychos. Ciao.
Fantastic.
Bye.